Okay. Episode number 1. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start out with episode number 1 because you have to start somewhere. Deciding to make this YouTube channel, I was not even knowing what I'm doing. I don't know where to record a video. I don't know what to record about, and I even had to check if we could even put music on here, which I like music, so this is really hard. So I decided to bring all my friends with me, and if you don't know, I'm an Eggs on the Block fan, and I'm just gonna every once in a while just bring laughter and fun into my videos with these guys. So Joey, Donnie, Jordan, Danny are going to be somewhere in my video. You can't realize how hard it is to do that when you're mirroring. Okay, anyway. All right, so welcome to my channel. I want to start with a little bit about myself and a really hard thing to share, which is why I left Beachbody and now I am with a company called Prove It. If any of you guys are watching, obviously you support me. If you are thinking you don't want to support me, then just move on. But I doubt anybody would do that or even waste their time if they don't support me. So here we go. I want to say first out that I love health and fitness, and that is what brought me to Beachbody. I started Beachbody April of 2014. I first just wanted a transformation of my own, and I found one of my really good friends doing a supportive group, and I needed it, so I started up. I had a transformation. I started coaching because I knew I loved how I felt in the group when people were helping me and reaching out to me, so that's where I started out. I started to realize that I could make a business out of that. So not only am I a nurse full time, but I could be a health and fitness coach and help people like they had helped me. Boom, right? As the years went on, I did a few trips. I always feel like I hit what we call Success Club every month, which meant helping people and then going on a Success Club trip every spring, which I loved. I love traveling. I love doing new things and meeting new people, so it all worked out. When it came down to building a business of my own, I started to feel like I loved the working out part. The passion for helping people was huge, but I couldn't quite get past the coaching part of it and getting people on my team to want to coach. And now that I look back, I feel like most of it must have felt forced. Maybe I was going towards people that didn't want to do it, and then I wanted it more for them than what they wanted. So in return, I really didn't build much of a base, but I still loved doing my workouts and helping out people on that aspect. So I came across a lot of people in my journey through Beachbody who supported me and who I became really good friends. So I noticed that one of my really, really good friends was switching to Prove It and just trying ketones. And of course, on Facebook, you can tell her energy. She was a busy mom. She felt amazing. So I thought, why not try it? At this point, last October, I was coaching in Beachbody, but I was just kind of floating around. So I checked myself out probably 6 months before that, allowing myself to enjoy the summer way too much after I got married and just kind of existing, not really doing a whole lot with Beachbody anymore, basically because the whole part of it and having to work that hard for something was just overwhelming, and then I just lost it. So I believe that meeting that friend and watching her journey was placed at the right time. So I ended up signing up with her, and I wanted to try it out. Basically thinking, what are people going to think? She just did this and now she's doing that. But really, I didn't check myself out as soon as I should have. I should have just quit it way back in 6 months before I did, and then just did my workouts and did what I was supposed to do without, I guess, the painful switch. So if any of you guys are in the same situation as I was, you always assume what people might think, right? It's taken me a long time to do this video, and it's taken me a long time to admit that I did care what those people thought, and now I don't. When I switched over, I didn't switch over to prove it right away, because I just wanted to, I really fell in love with the product after doing a 10-day experience, and now that's what I do with people to make sure that they appreciate the product and gain the benefits from it. What I ended up finding out is that you couldn't do both, which in a perfect world would be great, because you work out, you help people, it's all the same thing. We're just adding a really good product into our lives and benefiting so many. And I wish that we could have done both. But anyway, had to quit Beachbody. In return, I found out who's really supportive to me and who's not. In the end, they decided that someone needed to be just downright bullying and brutal and turned me into what you call a compliance, which I never broke compliance. But I guess they felt that that was necessary at the time and that made them feel better, but didn't hurt me any, because when I transitioned, I wasn't mentally in Beachbody anymore, so I didn't break any rules, I didn't do anything wrong. But when you find out that those people really aren't supportive to you, then I guess it's like, bye Felicia, peace. Anyway, so I joined with my beautiful friend, and she has been with me through thick and thin, through any change, and we did the change together. So we saw the a little bit of the from our previous company, but I don't really care what they think. That just means that either they have considered it themselves and felt the same way I have, and just do what you want. Like, I'm my own person. So basically where I'm at now. Let's see, I started hitting the ground running in November, December, January. So I've had 3 full months. But just coming back from, so I went to an event last weekend with Prove It. And of course, I've gone to a lot of big events and a few trips that I earned through Beachbody. But this event in itself, and you might think I'm crazy, but was where it really hit me that I'm where I'm at. I am where I'm supposed to be. The words sometimes don't come out the way they should, but the entire weekend we heard over and over that everything, no matter what you've gone through, is unfolding perfectly, and I totally agree with that. I went, I didn't know anybody. I, knew them on the internet, but that doesn't really, I had that first thought of, will they judge me? Will they? And I feel like that just kind of stemmed back to my past and always thinking that they might, but it was probably just all in my head, right? So anyway, went to the event, and it was the best thing I've ever done. And I'm so thankful now for Prove It and where I'm at. And now I come back and I get to share my story and my everything with anybody who will listen. So if you're in any part of this thinking that was me or that is me, reach out, because I'm not going to reach out to anybody. And, even if you've been with a company before or not, doesn't matter what company it was and you're feeling that, maybe you could find that here with us, or maybe not. I don't know. But either way, I'm going to support you. So if you're going to tune in to my episodes, you're going to see my new kids on the block friends. That's why I called it Hanging Tough, because really I am hanging tough from where I've been, and I'm thankful for all the steps that it took and brought me to my new company and my new amazing supportive group of friends on my team and just in the company in general. The fact that we spent the whole weekend together and just never had a moment of, oh my God, what are they going to think? Or it just never felt like I wasn't part of it. And that is so important, of being part of something and having that feeling. So I am going to close this first episode. Hopefully I could help you in any way. I really don't have a huge, crazy, uplifting end, but I just want you to know that no matter what, do what is good for you and reach out to people, because there's a lot of people that need our help, and we can support each other and we can build each other up. All right, thanks guys.